All right. Uh-oh. Dropping chips already, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Y'all come on in. Make yourself at home. I'm going to try to knock down maybe a couple of chips before we get started because I am hungry. Oh. Forgive me, but when you're hungry, you're hungry. You got to get some food in your system. Y'all come on in, make yourself comfortable. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed Sunday. The weather out here in California is like super duper amazing. So see if I can get April on camera for a little bit. We actually spend some real quality time with y'all. Take some questions, answer some questions, have a real conversation. Ross, bring me my soda. I'm going to get through these snacks as quickly as I can. So again, I apologize if you hear me crunching. But sometimes you're just hungry. I need something to sit it on too. Damn kids. A poster, son. Thank you so much. Did I ever tell you the most amazing son in the universe? See how I did that? The most amazing son. Watching the game? What game? No football for Royale. Come on. I don't mess with football like that. You can't find there's no other coaster over there? Thank you. It just throws me a coaster. Wow. So disrespectful. Thank you, Ross. Do we have date night and how often? Pastor Chef Royale. So, we do have date night. How often? As often as we can carve out time for it. Lisa, my shirt says blessed AF. So I'm sure if you know anything about social media, you know what the AF stands for. April and I try to do our best to date, to go out, to spend quality time together as often as we can. It was interesting because I was just upstairs with her and I didn't realize that this was a holiday weekend. I actually thought next weekend was the holiday weekend. It says blessed AF for those that are asking. It's another comedian named Ronnie Jordan out of Atlanta that has this t-shirt line, blessed AF. So if you follow him, Ronnie Jordan, on social media, you can get you a blessed AF t-shirt. Yeah, the dating part of being in a relationship. Fud, I'll make sure I connect you with my guy Ronnie. The dating part in relationship is super duper important because as you start to happen in life and as life starts to happen to you, you know, what happens is you can get pulled away from your marriage. You can get pulled away from the things that are important. You get pulled away from your family. And so just like you schedule things in your life, hey Sheila, make sure you tell the soon-to-be Dr. Edwards we say hello. You have to carve out times for the things that are important to you. Like if you needed to go to the doctor, you would make a doctor's appointment, right? If you need to go to the dentist, you would make a dental appointment. If you had to go to the DMV, you would make an appointment to go to the DMV. And so in these relationships, what I find for the most part is that you have to like make the effort to schedule the time, make an appointment with your significant other if that's what it takes, so that you all are kind of spending the time that you need isolated away from the kind of riffraff of home life and family and work and the universe to be able to reconnect in your own space in the way that you want to connect. Sometimes that may or may not include some form of intimacy. And intimacy does not always have to be sex. Sometimes what people would like for it to be, but it doesn't always have to be that. It could just be a walk in the park and holding hands. Different people like to reconnect or connect in different ways. So I'm not eating the Trader Joe's mix of that I usually eat. I just got some regular, I don't know what these are, some kind of chips. And I messed around and put my San Pellegrino in the freezer earlier today and forgot it was there. So now it's frozen. I can't enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it. But so that's what that is. It's like regarding dating, yes. You have to carve out that time to reconnect with the person that you want to be, that you're trying to build something with long term. So and now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're using your little iPad.
If we should be so lucky, as you say, where's April?
Hi.
Welcome.
Who's on here? Who's on this thing? They're not looking for me. I don't see.
No,
nobody
looking for you. Just sit back and relax.
Hi. Okay. What y'all
talking? Thank you, Latoya. Thank you. She said she watched me in Delivers from Eva.
How can you read?
I can read because you just look right here. Okay. There's Kaya says, "Hey, April."
Hi.
Ty Cottle says, "Hey, y'all. Hi, y'all." So, yeah, we're here. We're just talking about dating and how often do we go out on, do we have date night and how often do we go out on date night? And I was just saying that it's important to be able to carve out time because you get busy, and even if you need to schedule it.
We need to schedule.
What do we schedule? Tonight. Okay.
I tried to get you last night. I was so sleepy.
I could tell.
But I said, you know what? I'm going to wake him up. And the next thing I knew, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, time to take Grace to the airport. I was like, who turned the lights out? But I got a 3-day weekend. So today, I got energy.
Everybody's saying your hair is cute. So
oh, thank you.
Didn't just walk on camera with a whole new attitude and hairdo.
Well, this is my regular hairdo. I took a break to let my hair breathe and feel the sun on my scalp, and yeah, it was enough. It was 1 whole year I had my hair out, and good. I cut it bald, and then I let it grow back, and then I kept cutting it. I think I stopped cutting the sides maybe July, because I kept shaving the sides, and I just had it here, and then I said, well, I wanted to grow it even, because I knew at some point I wanted to get my twist back. So that's why I was just trying to let it grow. I had more than enough. She tells me like 2 inches. I know it was compact. The shrinkage is real, but it was pretty long. So I just got my little twist back because it's easier when I'm working and it's been raining and, it's just easier. So yes. So it's not a new do, but it's new to some of you. But if you've been following us for years, you'll know that this is my hair. And I just have it wrapped up today.
Okay, so some questions are starting to come in. Okay. How long have we been married? Hello? I'm asking
18
you.
years.
It'll be 19 years in April, so.
Right, but it's...
Yeah, 18. No, I'm just saying.
18.
Yeah, currently, you say that as if we're not going to get to 19.
No, because she didn't say... What you're projecting 19 in April. I'm saying, she said, how many years have we been married? I answered the question.
No problem.
So we've been married. Too much information, just answer the question. 18 years.
We've been married for 18 years,
yes.
And with the Lord's blessing, we might make it to 19.
We might.
With her
I don't,
running this mouth.
My yabba dad. as he
Running
says.
that, got that going. Rat trap.
How do you have my? Okay, you took my cord. Okay, I got it. So yeah, what other questions are there?
So someone asked, how do you solve marital problems when it's involving the in-laws and you two are not on the same page?
That's tricky because we have never had any problems with our in-laws. Um, his dad is deceased, and so we only have his mom. I'm only dealing with the mom.
Dealing with?
Well,
Make it sound like I'm only dealing with the mom.
The mom, and
Let me
she
move this
is
up, God.
pretty. She's in D.C., Maryland area. She's not really an issue. And my dad, when he was alive, he wasn't an issue. So I don't know what to say, but I understand, and I have friends that go through it with their in-laws, and I know it's tough, and it is really.
Well, I think, look, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but Eugenia Thomas says, look, keep the in-laws out of your business. I think that is, a good place to start.
And
everybody doesn't need to be in your business as a married couple.
Right, but both parties, the husband and wife or the partner, have to agree on that. Like,
sure,
this relationship is that important. Let's keep them out of it, because if you both can't agree on it, then that's where the issues come, because it allows them to put their input in, whether good or bad. It's you two in this relationship.
Absolutely.
They have to respect that, and you guys have to make your own way. You know what I mean? Just because it worked for them or whatever their plan was, it may not work for you. This is a new day, new time, new everything. So, you could take their advice one-on-one,
Try to read some of these. No, I'm just trying to read some of the questions while you.
But I would pray that you guys could come to some type of agreement with, the two of you, and figure out how not to let it interfere in the marriage, because the marriage is between you two, or the relationship is between you two, not the parents.
Crystal Field said, how do you make the relationship work so long? She only been married 3 years and she wants to kill him.
Girl, nobody ever said I didn't want to kill him. Of course I wanted to kill him at some point. But all jokes aside.
But that's what but somebody else asked, was there a point at which you questioned whether you wanted to be in the marriage or not? And then how did you?
Yeah, early on, I think, moving here from the East Coast, no friends, no family, feeling some sort of way. And then on top of that, him acting up, if it's people texting and calling and doing inappropriate things, it all compounded at different points in our marriage. You just have to go with your gut. Did I ever want to leave? Absolutely. I did want to leave a couple of times, but you look at the situation, and for me, I sussed out everything. I wrote it down. I looked at it. Each occurrence, I used that as an individual. I didn't compound them. You know what I mean? This is what we're going to do. Not only infidelity or whatever. It could be, my hormones, money, location, just a lot of different things. I was homesick. I wanted to go home. He didn't want to move. Then I wanted to move to Spain, and he still didn't want to go. So there's been things other than financial and infidelity that has also put a strain on the relationship. Just not being on the same page, meaning I have dreams and aspirations, and I wanted to do something totally different, and Royale just could not see the vision. And therefore, we did not move to Spain about 15 years ago. And I'm still salty about it, because we would be back. The children would be fluent. We would have visited so many other little countries around and cities. I just thought it would be what a blessing and a gift to the kids. And Royale just couldn't do it. And I think we stopped talking for a minute. Then I wanted to buy a house that Royale, it was a difference of maybe $1,000. The seller was going back, and Royale was like, nix it, we're not doing it. And I love this house to this day. I drive by the house, I'm like, this could be my house. This Negro would not come off, whatever it was like, I think $947, which the agent broke down to like, dude, that's like whatever a month.
$1 a month.
$13 a month. I mean, a day or whatever. And Royale was like, nope. And so they sold it to someone else, and I really liked it because it had a big backyard for the kids. It's always a reason.
When in Candy Cane Lane.
Mm-hmm. And if I wanted to say that, I would have, but you just be telling everything.
What different do it, man?
Because, so there's things, he has his way of doing it. Like there's certain things I want to share with people, but then there's certain, because people are who they are, you don't know who's out there doing what. We give a lot, but I also want to also figure out how to not cross the line and give out too much information. Safety is an issue, and he just, if I wanted to say that, I would have said that because he clearly knows I know where it is, but he wants
I don't know
to
which house you're talking about. There was another house you wanted. There's a couple houses.
You knew exactly what house it is.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Okay. It was only one house that made us argue.
We argued over the house with the blue kitchen.
Oh, that wasn't the house.
Did you not want that house?
I did want that house, but that wasn't the house that shut me down for almost a month or whatever. We did not speak. So,
okay.
There's things come up like right now. We disagreeing on, we disagree a lot, but you have to look at it. This is my life partner. I don't care who you go out there with. Never, everything will never be rosy. We're not always going to agree on the same thing at the same time. I say black, he says blue. It's a matter of give and take. Sometimes I'll take a loss. I'll just say it that way. It's not really a loss. I'll just let it go because there's something bigger that, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to save my breath for something that's really important. If it's a little thing like that, okay, not a big deal. But it's getting to know your partner too. I mean, it's not easy. Right now, it's still not easy. He gets on my nerves sometimes.
Am I getting on your nerve now?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, you said we're going to have sex later. You might want to, if we're going to have sex later, you might want to get your mental together. Because it's going to be hard to have sex if I'm getting on your nerve.
Let me worry about that. If you're okay with it, then why are you worried about my mental for my
Because I want you to be in a good space.
I'll be okay.
It's more enjoyable when you're in a good mental space.
Now Ross is he's over there like, okay, so tonight I'm going to be.
We ain't going to be here.
Oh, where are we going?
Don't worry about that. We won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
And had I been more aware that this was a 3-day weekend, we might have been gone already.
Yeah.
What you could have did.
Gone because
you could have met me out.
That's you didn't understand what I was saying?
Completely.
I said, you're going to be in Palm Springs. I said, I wish I could meet you.
But what happened? You were supposed to have a class or do something or go somewhere.
But I still could have met you this morning. That's why but you said it wasn't all weekend.
Yeah, but still, that's the whole point, right?
You didn't have.
So I was gigging out in where is this place? Palm Desert. This little raggedy India. Thank you. Let me tell y'all something. They do the Indians so dirty.
Oh,
they give the Indians these little pieces of dirt out in the middle of nowhere to be able to say, look, we gave y'all these Indian casinos. They don't charge them taxes, and that's how they make their money as a form of reparations. But again, they give them the casinos out in the middle of nowhere. No. So again, y'all know I'm out with Mike Epps. We was out in India. The name of the casino was 29. I can't remember the name of it. Casino 29 or something 29. The casino ain't got no hotel attached to it. It was sad out there. It was sad. You know me, if I go to a casino, a hotel, I'm staying the night. I'm not coming right back. I turned my ass right back around. I said, ain't no reason for me to be out here. I don't gamble. I don't drink. And, oh my God, I was so pissed off. The venue held 2,200 people. It had at least about 1,500 people in there. I took some T-shirts to sell. I had a bag full of T-shirts. The lady came to me after I got off stage doing my opening set and said, oh yeah, I'm sorry, we only allow up to 50 people for the meet and greet. So I'm like, I can only sell T-shirts to 50 people? I'm like, if it's 1,500 people out there, I know I could sell at least 100 people a T-shirt. Right. It's like, nah, we got a rule. You can only do up to 50. And then once I started explaining to people that then I only sold like 20 something t-shirts. Well, I was on fire. And then they didn't. Here's the kicker. Why they take 20% of the money you make, but they only told me that after I wrapped up. So I'm already mad, right? I'm already mad. So then I wrap up and put my t-shirts back in the bag, got my little money in my pocket. I'm whistling, walking back like, okay, you know what? Chalk it up. I made a couple of dollars. They was like, ho, sir, where you going? And was dead serious. No, you can't leave yet. We got to settle up with you. I'm like, settle up? Bitch, settle up what? You know, we take 20% of Spotlight 29 Casino. Yeah, that shit's so raggedy. They ain't ever worry about me coming back. 20%, right?
And how do they know how many t-shirts you
They
sold?
don't. What you're supposed to do is they're supposed to count you in. You bring your bag. They count all your merchandise and then count you out once you're done. And you have to sell merchandise in an area where there's a camera so they can actually count and see how many.
They not messing with their coins. They
And
want
so,
their
I'm going to tell you the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing is I actually told them the wrong number of shirts that I sold. I told them the high number. I think I sold probably about 24 shirts. I told them 32. So I actually paid them more than I should have paid them. I was like, just get me out of here. I want to go home. Seriously, I was like, and you know how long it took me to get out there.
When
Friday traffic.
Oh, forget about it. They messing
Friday
with his
traffic.
Money. He was in traffic. There's no hotel.
It took me 4 hours to get out there.
You could have went to Vegas.
I could have been in Vegas. I could have been in Vegas 2 times.
It only takes 2 hours to get to Palm Springs. I don't know what. Oh, it's the traffic.
So it takes 2 hours to get to Palm Springs from where we live, right?
Crazy.
These knuckleheads, Mike and his road manager, they gave me the information the night before. God bless them. Y'all know I love Mike. But then they decide, oh, you know what? The comedian who's supposed to be on the show with us, one of them fell out. So can you get another comedian? So now I'm dialing around trying to find another comedian at 3 o'clock while I'm picking up the rental car. Luckily, I found somebody that lived down the block from me. It was like, yo, dog, but I didn't pick him up till 4. Now I got to go pick him up. Mm-hmm. And now we're leaving at 4 o'clock. I put the information in Waze. Waze is like, bruh, you may as well just stay home. Why are you leaving? So now I'm driving. I'm stepping on the gas. I'm trying to get there. I'm worried about a ticket. Whoop. Now they're calling me saying, how far out are you? It's just a mess. And then it was already a mess. So now I'm literally pulling up. There's somebody out back with a flashlight behind the back of the casino doing like this to wave me in. Show starts at 8 o'clock. I pull up at 8:09. I pull up at 8:09. I'm trying to change my shirt in the parking lot, put on my other shoes. I don't even have time to take off my sweat socks that I was driving in and put on my dress socks. So I was like, no, I can't do this. I'm not going on stage with sweat socks and my dress shoes on because they're down low and somebody see my sweat socks. Now I look crazy.
You look insane.
Yeah, so normally I get to the venue an hour before the show. I have enough time.
You're always on time.
I'm always early.
Right.
Go in, set up, take my time, get my life together, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Nope, they're like, let's go, start the show. So, start the show, go on. I have a good set, it's fun. It's a casino crowd out there. It's a little weird, but it's fine. I have a good show. Mike has a good show. I go out, sell the shirts, and, first I'm dealing with, well, you can only do 50. Then I say, how about 60? And she's like, okay, I'll let you have 60. Then I explain it to the audience, and they're weird dealing with these drunk people out there. But, you do what you got to do.
Pretty.
But then I promise you. So Mike came out, did the meet and greet. Mike had to be in Miami the next day. So now they got to drive back to L.A. to fly out of L.A. Nope. As soon as he finished with the meet and greet, Mike was gone, right? He gone. So now I got to wrap up my shirts and everything. I'm going to leave. They telling me I can't leave. Like they're going to like some imprisonment stuff. So now I got to deal with that. But it just was, I was like, yeah, I'm not staying here. No, I could have stayed at Pachango, one of the other hotel casinos.
That doesn't even sound sexy.
Indio? Yeah.
No. And I love Palm Springs. I had to pick a couple of 5-star hotels we should stay at. It wouldn't have been over there. Not to, it is what it is. You like what you like. Yeah, so your ass.
No, but I was going to say, yeah, I was already out there. And while I was out there, it's like, yo, you could have just met me out
would have
there.
had 2 cars. I don't want to do.
I would have had a note. I had the rental. I got a rental purposely.
And how was I going to get there?
You would have bought one of our cars out. I would have given Joe Fox the rental and let him take the rental car back.
Oh.
And now, boom.
Yeah, but I couldn't have come until today, is my point. Because I had things to do yesterday, even though it was postponed to today. I did not know that.
Hold on. Is it Sharice? I love how y'all started off disagreeing. Now y'all just agreeing. You know why? Because let me tell you something. Is it Sharice? Because she be getting funky for no damn reason. Don't even realize she a little cranky. Let me
tell you something. Cause
and I'm patient.
Easy 24 years
I'm
with somebody.
patient.
It ain't easy.
I'm willing to just give her the space she need and let her come on back. She gonna come back.
Yeah, because he said he does
the Morongo. Yeah, we drove past the Morongo and I was like, I could just, oh my God. Hold on, we're gonna get back to how we get on the same page. I promise you, on the way back, Joe Fox ain't do no driving. So I drove 4 hours out there.
Right.
And then I'm driving back. I was so goddamn sleepy. I was seeing shit in the road. Wasn't nothing else. When you sleepy driving at night and it's the desert, no, it's not funny at all. But something in me just wants to be the driver and being in control. And I'm not a control freak. But
says who?
Says me. I'm not a control freak.
Yes, you are.
I like certain things my way, but that doesn't make me a control freak.
You are.
Okay. If that's what you say.
Okay.
Somebody asked, do we go to church? I can't remember. I think it was Cassandra a while ago asked, did we go to church? No, we don't go to church. No more.
No, we used to go. We used to. And if I feel like it, I will jump up on a Sunday and go. But I have not found a church home for me. And I've tried several churches. And I'm just, God knows my heart. I pray every day. And that's all I got.
Every day you pray?
I don't go a day without praying.
Wow, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Man, listen. And not just pray, but thank the Lord for the blessings. That's the biggest thing. Let me stop before I do too much and this fall over.
Sit, and then I'm going to be hot.
And then you're going to be hot again. And we're not going to be agreeing. And we're not going to be agreeing.
And then we're not going to be agreeing.
Like, and then we probably, if you're not agreeing, then we're not going to have sex. Because I can't have sex if we not. If this ain't going to be fun and juicy.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it comes and goes, and then you think about life's too short. Yes, he gets on my nerve. I get hot with him for a second. Is that them? Okay. And then it's like, why waste my good cells, my blood pressure? Why? Just laugh about it, even though sometimes it's hard.
Laugh and live. Life's too short to do anything other than that.
Oh, my God. He ain't going to have me all stressed out and then him perfectly healthy.
And I'd be good. Yeah, she stay stressed out. She won. I'd be living.
Nope. Not even going to say that.
April. Y'all hear April passed away? What happened? She had a heart attack, something? Damn, Royale out there single again.
You would love that. You say that way too much.
Do I?
Yes. You just waiting for
I gotta have something to live for.
Yeah, well, you ain't living for me dying no time soon.
I'm not living for you dying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay.
You ain't got to die for me to be single now.
That's true. Let's be clear.
You ain't got to die for me to be single.
Right. Same here, boo.
Exactly.
Same.
You can just tap out. You can just tell me, look, I don't want to do this no more. I completely understand. I respect you.
You would die. I could never fix my mouth to say that.
Just say what? You don't want to do this no more?
I'm dead.
Yeah, don't throw me back in.
Please. That person will be like, where April? Take him back.
Right.
Because you're a mess. You are a hot mess. If you was out there dating right now, it would be a struggle for you.
You think it would be a struggle?
Yeah, it'd be a struggle. Because a lot of them don't require a lot. And you too bougie, and you're gonna be like, this ain't me.
I'm not that difficult though.
No,
I just like what I like.
You like what you like.
Look, I just give you a list. I just have you make the list for me. Give it to the new boo. Like, babe, can you just do me a favor before you bounce? Make me a little list and give her the cheat sheet.
The heads up. He is
literally the heads up.
G. Okay.
I'm not bougie. I'm just.
You're just very particular. You go out to a restaurant with him.
Oh yeah, if you fail a restaurant test, then you really
she'll never make it.
Yeah,
she'll never make it.
Most chicks home the restaurant.
Me and the kids could barely make it. We just, you just go like this and just wait for him to get done asking a million questions, and no matter what's on the menu, he want to change it up. Can it be made this way? You just got to order your stuff first and then go to the bathroom, just have a little walk outside or something, because it's going to take him 6 to 7 minutes to finally get it together.
Because the menu is just to tell you what ingredients they have in the restaurant.
That's how he thinks about it.
Now, the menu tells you how they would like to put it together, but you don't have to, that don't have to be what you do. You say, oh, okay, I see in this dish, they say they got shrimp here. This one, they got beans. They have that. That's good. Oh, there's salmon in here. There's some lox. Okay, now, here's what I would like. Waitress,
and that's basically what he does. He sees something up in this entree, and a side, and he make his own plate. Who does that? Not every time. I mean, every time.
So my buddy DJ, who's one of my best friends, he and I eat out together regularly. We go to breakfast and lunch regularly.
Y'all should do a show.
We do a podcast. We're starting to do a podcast over meals. But he tells the waitress, as soon as the waitress comes to the tables, he tells the waitress or waiter, it's just brace yourself. It's going to be different. So
that's what you should do.
It's going to be different.
Why haven't you adapted that?
I don't have to. I mean,
just tell them.
It's not a joke to me. It's funny to him. It's
no,
not funny to me.
But maybe you should break the ice, because maybe 60% of the people go with it, but the other 40 are like, dude, are you serious? Like, they get annoyed. And I would be too, because he got to fix it and change it. And it happens every time. It doesn't come back right when the person is annoyed, because they're half listening now. And who do you think you are? And it comes back, and he's like, that's not what I asked for.
Debbie said it right. Burger King, boo, have it your way.
It goes down.
It doesn't always go downhill. No, that's not true. Some people are.
No, I said the 40% that really don't like, get annoyed with you, because it's a lot. He's a lot.com. And he really should say, brace yourself. I'm different. Or what does DJ say? I'm a lot.
Well, it's going to be different.
It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's going to be different. But
that could give me, and I think as a hostess, I would appreciate that heads up, because I would say, okay, let me put their order
Can I tell you something?
Maybe I'll come right back.
Most waiters and waitresses, they're so right. You know what I mean? They're they're trying to get to the next person. Most of them don't respond well to it, because they'll stand there and they go, you know what? I'll be back.
They do. I mean,
and I'm like, I don't have a problem. Come back then.
Yeah. Because when they figure out it's not, they write one thing and then he changes his mind and they scribble and then come down, that's when they know, you know what? Put a pin in, I'll be right back, because I see you special. I could have told you
I am special.
You are special, but you also special.
No. There's only one special.
No. There's two types of special.
I'm special.
No, you're both.
And I'm aware of it.
You're
First of all, I'm a genius, right? Secondly, I'm special. Thirdly, I'm amazing. It's all self-affirmations when I have to. You is kind, you is smart, and you is important. And I gotta remind myself sometimes I'm dope. Right?
I'm dope.
And God is the dealer. God is the plug. I'm dope.
Woo, he is a lot. The kids and I, once he start going, you should see the cell phones come up. We check out. We're like, here he goes. Let me go on Instagram, something. This going to take 5 good minutes. Then he ain't going to miss me.
Take that long.
Babe, it does.
It don't.
But when we go to the restaurants that we frequent, they already know. They got it down to a science. They already know. And those are the restaurants I like to go to.
So hold on for a second, though.
Those are the ones that
people love me at the restaurants. The owners, the staff.
Seriously.
Oh my God. Come on.
But those are our go-to restaurants. Our go-to restaurants, Royale is king. I'm not going to lie. If I went there and forgot my purse one day and said, oh my God, I left my wallet in another, they'd be like,
no problem.
No problem. See you next time.
Don't worry about it. Your husband will take care of it. No. Listen. We go to one restaurant, they gave us the code to the employee parking lot. It's like, we don't even come through the front door. So hold on. So we got a restaurant we go to, right? And I got a whole system for how I get connected at the restaurants. It's a thing.
It's a thing. He could write a book. It is you got to watch him though. The kid, Royce, love it.
But this is what I'm gonna.
And
This
Royce
is
is
what I'm gonna.
just like it.
Royce knows, like, if you go in a restaurant, you like, I want to go where everybody knows my name, and the restaurants we go to, everybody knows my name. When I walk in, they be like, "Hey, it's Royale," and it's VIP, right?
Seriously.
One of the restaurants we go to, we don't even go through the front door, and it literally at the front door, it'd be 30, 40 people waiting to get into this restaurant, right? Wait list the whole 9. We pull up in the back. We got the code to the employee parking, and we just go through the back door. Open. I see my man. I give him the heads up. And he be like, "I got you," and boom, yo, I promise you. And then the next booth, because we always sit in the booth. You want to sit in the booth. You don't want to sit at the table. A booth is more comfortable. It's intimate. You can take your time. You want to sit at a booth. So the next booth that's available, they clean it off, and people be like, "Oh, that's my booth." Wait, who the hell is them?
And we
slide right in. People in the restroom like, "Who is this? He ain't famous. I don't know him from. It ain't, you know."
We go through the back. We don't go through the front.
We don't do that. So that's one restaurant. So now Royce has adopted the same thing. So tell him about Royce. Even when I'm out of town.
Baby nightmare.
Yeah, when I'm out of town.
When he's out of town and we want to go to this restaurant, Royce is like, "I got it. I know what to do." And he does the same thing. We drive up. He go hit that lock. He opens the gate. I pull in. I don't do anything. And Royce will go in the back, see his man. "Got you, Mom." He's like, "I'll text you when it's ready."
Royce went there on a date with a girl.
Oh my God. Took a young lady to breakfast or something.
Yeah.
And did the same spiel. She was like,
"How you? What?
Why are we not waiting
VIP.
online?" No, boo, we don't do that.
Wait online.
See?
We can't do that.
Mm-mm. I mean, it goes so bad.
Yes, I'm a world famous chef. Thank you,
with Royale. And, you know, I'm not going to say this restaurant, but we order there a lot for pickup because we like certain things they have. And sometimes we don't want to sit there. And this is not one they'll seat us right away. But we call there and they get our order wrong every time. So Royale was like, "This is it." He went in there.
Yeah.
That man, after Royale finished with him, had a card. So we could go to any one of their franchises, show the card, and get bumped up to the front of the line. And Royce uses that thing. Royale will pass it off.
His manager's like, "Listen, Mr. Watkins, you're absolutely right. I apologize. And there's just no reason for it. And here's my card. And here's my number. And here's my Bubba Bubba." And he said, "When you come to this restaurant or any of our restaurants, you just show them this card." And sure enough, we show up. Hey, here it is. Up next. It'd be 10, 20 people. Parties, not people. Parties waiting. Walk right up. David's, David. But, well, he
and then that's when I love it, but, when he's ordering like a meal and changing it up, that's when it's frustrating. But I have to say that if you know how to talk and use your words wisely, and the boys have learned this and watched it for years, you can get anything you want from anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I believe
you treat people the right way.
I've worked at the Gap. I've worked at other fast food places. I see the difference in verbiage. When you know how to speak, I don't care if you are dead wrong, they will usually side with you anyway and give you what you want. I've seen this white Jewish lady wear the hell out of her baby clothes, blamed it on this franchise that I worked on. I don't know what she said. They gave her completely a whole new wardrobe just about. And then I see other people come in
that don't know how to talk.
Know how to talk, whatever. And they don't get and they're in the right and they won't do it. So it's a matter of not getting upset and just being polite and just letting them know how much you work really hard. And you don't have to be, a PhD for this to happen. No. I'm just saying you got to have a little bit of common sense and the ability to pull at people's heartstrings.
Listen,
you say, "Look, I worked hard for this money." Whatever the case,
it's the spirit of the message.
I worked hard to bring my kids here, and they got it wrong. I mean, how can you? They got it wrong. Y'all got it wrong. You saying it in the
Janine said you're gorgeous, and Kendall said you are glowing tonight.
Oh, so really?
Who? Oh, April. You said April was glowing. I thought I was glowing, but I guess I'm not glowing.
Thank you.
She's gonna be glowing later tonight too.
Okay, so back to it. I've been eating better. We'll talk about that later. I'm staying off the gluten, and I don't want to commit to being vegan, but is getting really, really close, and this caterer at this new gig I'm doing is the bomb. My last caterer is, every show gonna be different. Either you're gonna get your kid fee, extra money, do whatever, but catering gonna suck. This one, they not giving us certain things, but food is good, the money's great, so you just gotta weigh it. So I'm eating better. So that's probably why. I don't know.
But you also, you laying next to me last night, so that's energy. If you think about it, that's positive energy that you lay next to.
Mm-hmm. And here's another thing. So that's the thing with going out to eat. You can basically get what you need, especially if they mess up. It's how you speak to them, and they want to make it right. Truly, they do. We get dessert, we get all kinds of shit. But I also think it's important that you get your go-to restaurant. Like, pick a mom and pop space, not a franchise, that's everywhere. Pick some, mom and pop that the ingredients are fresh and they're going to know your name, because those are the ones where you can go to in a pinch. They know you, it is crowded, but they come here once a week or whatever. And it really makes a difference. And I'm glad that we have like 3. It don't take many. We got like 3 that we know we can go to at any time, and leave a wallet behind and know that they're going to be like, we'll see. It's not an issue.
It's not an issue.
It's not an issue.
My new restaurant. Woo.
Oh, he's rotten. And then not only do they love him, they start spoiling him. They say, no, you got about 4 restaurants.
But the newest one is like, it's ridiculous.
They pack them up cookies to go. And here's
I was sitting, yesterday.
A free little coffee.
I'm sitting yesterday, just minding my business, having breakfast. I ordered my little, I had avocado toast and a coffee. And there's a certain guy that works there now, and he knows this is the way Royale likes his coffee, so he makes it specifically for me. And then he put they got these chocolate chip cookies that he bought one on the bag and slid it over on the table to me. I was like, thank you, I appreciate that, man. Y'all. But I talked to the owner. I stopped the owner. I said, I really enjoy the restaurant here. You got a great staff, and they like that stuff.
They do.
They like that stuff.
They know, and his name is not hard to pronounce, but that E at the end, a lot of people mess up. They know it. His favorite restaurant's Royale. They cannot wait to see him. I'm like, oh my God.
But I take care of people too. Like, if you give me what I want, I'm gonna take care of you.
Here's the thing. I work Monday through Friday, really long hours, so I don't get to go to these restaurants until the weekend. When I get there, they treat me just as nice. But Royale is like an old Jewish man. I swear to God, he has his routine. He's stuck on places, and it's just the way he moves. I mean, it's incredible the things that he's able to get away with. I'm like, you know what? I think you were an old Jewish man in your last life.
What is an old Jewish man?
They're just very particular. If you hang out with Jewish people, nothing against them, they have certain ways and mannerisms. I worked with 2 Jewish girls for 3 years. I get it. You operate kind of like DJ. DJ's Jewish. I mean, you just
He's not an old Jewish man.
No, but he has the same.
That's why we get along.
I know.
So let me tell you something I'm very excited about today.
What?
I'm excited that the gardener is here today, and he is fixing the sprinklers.
Thank you, Lord.
And if you give me sex for nothing else in the world, I got the gardener here finally.
Thank you, Lord. I'm watching him go back and forth and just getting excited.
They fixed the sprinklers. We needed that done. And I asked him, I said, did you bring the truck with all of the equipment? I said, can you just clean up the yard, blow all these leaves, and stop trying to, these gardeners be trying to, they got their little gardener tricks. They be trying to blow the leaves, but they'll push them back behind the hedges. So you're like, yo, we're all
I can still see
I'm like,
those
bro,
leaves.
No, get all of that. But I will say this. I am jealous of this dude who works with the gardener. That blower thing, yo, he got the blower thing down to a science. Like, if you see them, if they can control them leaves like nobody's business. And we have a leaf blower, but not the one you strap on your back, the regular handheld one. That's not that one right there that straps on your back like he has with the motor on the back.
Right.
Oh, you talking about the side holster thing.
Yeah.
No, but these dudes are like, they're like artists. They're like, pushing up the leaves, be listening to them, and the leaves, go over there, sit down, stand up. And if you don't, like I want to go. If they had a school to go learn how to work that leaf blower, I would go to the academy for a month and just learn how to. Because it's
Well,
an
you
art.
got to get that one too. That backpack type, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yes, yeah. One on your back.
No, they good. They good.
Yeah,
we have a leaf blower, and he's right. When I do it, it's like almost like a shotgun because once you turn it on, it whips you back. It's so strong. when I'm done.
Stephanie said it. That's the leaf whisperer.
Are this brother. Everywhere.
No, if you don't know what you're doing, you look crazy with that.
If somebody is in their house watching you, they could get some popcorn. It is a funny, funny show, but they're good. And we say that because I did my front lawn where we don't need a lawn. I mean, a gardener anymore. So
we have drought tolerant. We have a drought tolerant.
Beautiful setup. Plants in the front with mulch. So we got rid of the grass in the front that, ex the gardener. We have grass in the back, but we have a lawnmower and we have a leaf blower. So we thought we could keep it under control. But what happened was, over the years, about 10 of the sprinkler heads have broken. So I got grass here, no grass here, dirt. Grass here.
Yeah, it looked bad out
It looked crazy. So where my sprinklers come on, the grass is beautiful. But where it's broken or whatever, it looks insane. So this is a gardener that works on somebody else's lawn that we've been trying.
We used to use him.
Years ago.
And then we let him go. I can't remember why we let this gardener go.
So it's trying to fit in his schedule. So you see, it's a Sunday. He ain't doing nothing. He could finally get here. I'm like, my Christmas Eve party is when I needed you here because I didn't want people to see my ugly looking backyard, but it was dark and I had the fire pit. Nobody could tell. But I want a beautiful back green grass. And now he's here. Let me see. It's a lot of leaves there.
That's the thing is like, when you ain't got to tell me, I know it's a lot of leaves. Okay, so Brooke, you asked April, what is that hanging from your neck? It's her. She'll explain it to you when she comes back. Go ahead and tell. I mean, it's out there now. So.
Yeah, it's called a love pouch, and it's handmade in India, and it opens. And here I have a crystal, so I have an emerald in it today, and it just fits there. And I usually wear it inside, and it fits right between
your boobs.
My boobs. So one of the chakras. I don't know anything Reiki, but one of the chakras is there, and I just keep it in. But sometimes because I have on black, I want it on my gold. I love yellow gold. I just have it out. And it's called the Love Pouch. And I can give you guys the website at some point. And they have one that is for a man. I want to get you one.
I can't.
They're very expensive. I'm not going to lie. I want to say
11.
Yeah, this is about 12 grand, this one. But they have one for
I can't afford it. I'm gonna have to get the
$2 grand.
Pouch.
No, the one I'm gonna get you is $2 grand, and I forgot the type of metal, lithrite or something, but it's black. It's dope, and it's a nice heavy chain, and I'm gonna get that for Royale. So that's on the list. But I love it because I usually wear it inside, like I said, and I just love.
I didn't buy it for her. I can't afford no damn love pouch. One of her boo friends got her a little. Love pouch.
It's amazing. I get a lot of questions when I wear it outside. Everybody wants one until I tell them, but you have to go on the site and read. It's for charity. Like 70% of the money goes to a charity of your choice, but I think there's a list and you go down and it's to help the school systems in New York and stuff like that. It's really detailed. So it's for a good, great cause.
It's for a great cause.
Mm-hmm.
One of April's friends owns the company.
Yep.
And so you just have to go look up Love Pouch and it's a thing.
Grace Raymond is the owner. So, yep.
All right. So let's move on. What else are we talking about today? I had something that I wanted to address. Oh, this is what I wanted to address. I was in the gym earlier today, ran into a friend, and we started up a conversation about blended families because he was telling me that he's in a long-term relationship with a woman, 9 years, She has a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And the father is kind of half in the relationship and half out, meaning he's not there really, but it just hasn't been a good mesh between him and the dad. And his energy was directed towards her. It's like, I'm not going to do this for your kids. I said, you're in a 9-year relationship with somebody that you're looking to build and continue on. I said, you can't hold her accountable for the relationship that you have with her 17 and 18-year-old sons. You've now been in their life for 9 years. I said, it's your responsibility to build an isolated relationship with these two young men so that they feel completely comfortable with your presence, with your energy, with who you are as a man, and with the relationship that you're trying to impart to them. And so I just found that to be, as I started to,
issue? Like
well, again, when these kids, when these boys start to become 17 and 18-year-old young men, what I find for the most part is that they go through this process of trying to figure out a couple of things. Mm-hmm. One, who is this new man, even if it's 9 years, who is this person, right, that's in my life now, who's trying to share these value systems with me, respect, love, honor, all of these different discipline, all these different value systems that another man is trying to impart and share with me. And most men who are old school, they want to do this in a system where they're in control. And so they come to the equation trying to control these young men rather than share and impart love first, right? And so these two young men still, again, have their dad in their life. And this gentleman happens to cut hair. So the dad is like, don't let him cut your hair. It's like, what? Your two biological sons live with this man and your ex-wife, right?
They live together.
They live together. They're in the... Yes, they all live together. So now you got the biological father trying to hold influence and sway over his two sons that he was not there for. You know what I mean? Who he's kind of been halfway there for and not really. Mm-hmm. So, again, I was just telling...
gentleman get along with the father? Did they have that conversation?
Well, he extended... he extended himself to the biological father in a healthy way, but the biological father, as most of them, didn't take well to it, because the biological is now struggling with the fact that he's no longer in the life of the mother. Because typically, you make children with a woman, there's a part of you that's still connected, it wants to be connected. Then now you got this new guy who she has eyes and love for, who's now impeding your ability or has stopped your ability to kind of build the relationship that you wanted.
Well, we talking 9 years. It's not like
hey, listen, Kat, 9 years. I'm sure, one of you. I'm sure you got somebody.
You're right.
You see, exactly. I ain't there. I'm sure. Look at you.
I
saw when they hit your face just now.
Right, boo.
Because I know some of my old boos, it's hard for them to let go. I got some
them down,
20, 30 years ago. They still be like, you still in that? Nah, boo, I moved. I'm over here now. But I understand.
Really?
Them Royale feelings be hard to go away, boy. Look at you. See that little dish right here? They be like, oh my God, what are you doing? I was like,
he's been a hot mess from day one.
Look, I'm over here. I tell him I'm married. I got a nice little situation. I'm fresh off probation. Let me just do what I'm doing over here because it's working.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't get locked up. There's no
ain't no reason. No. I'm good. We good.
There's no get out of jail free cards.
I don't need to get out of jail free if you're not going to jail.
That's right.
And I said, look, if it's mean that much to you, you can hit April up on social media and whatever she work out with you, then that's y'all business. But all of this right here, now fix your face. Look, stop crying.
He's stupid.
So you really still married? Yes, I am.
Yes.
Not just married. Happily.
That's right. You better say that.
Watch your boy gonna get something later tonight. Shut up. Well, I gotta shut up about it. It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
I'm never here. It's bad. When I work,
I know. But last night, I'm gonna tell you something. Last night, I was like, look, if this
we gotta
what it
figure
is,
out. We need a system.
Last night, I was like, if this is what it is, then okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to sleep. If I take a shower and I
babe, you go to sleep so quick.
But I can't.
First of all,
you gotta let me know what you're doing.
Even if we wanted to around 9 or 10 o'clock, Who busts through the door every night?
No, but that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
We
It's
don't.
like,
It,
when you got these kids in here and you got these grandbabies running around,
they don't knock.
I can't do what I need to do
Nope.
when I hear baby. If
At
I
the door.
hear baby, not even at the door, not even at
Papa.
the door. If I just hear him in the house, that throw off my love making rhythm. I can't. Sure.
Yeah.
You hear,
can't go
yeah.
back.
They be
You can't.
crying and
Oh,
talking.
it's
And
just
if I
not
just hear
sexy.
chatter from a baby, it
From
just-
anybody, it
it's
is
like, oh,
just.
God, I can't.
I don't know who else is going through it, but we don't get no private time no more. It is like we got to sneak it.
Nah, see, Di said lock the door. No, that's
you still
raggedy.
lock the door.
Yeah, you
they
can lock
banging.
the door.
How do you get that
You
out of your
still-
mind? Like, I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to get mine. Papa.
Put the babies to
grandma,
sleep. You don't
mama.
understand. Y'all don't know how pain.
Ooh, no, they don't have no.
First of all,
that little Joey
yeah, he ain't going to sleep.
He ain't going to sleep.
Yeah.
He is. If you up,
I
he
swear
up.
to God, he must do security around here. 'Cause
He walk around
walking
in the
around,
dark,
yeah.
head full of hair. All you see is this little munchkin coming. You like, here he come. Why aren't you asleep? Don't you have to go to preschool tomorrow? Yep, 11 o'clock, right, with his little blanket. I'm like, oh my, why is he
And
still
he's
up?
now become accustomed where he thinks it's cute to come jump up in the bed with me and April and be on my side, and it's this little game now.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it ain't nothing sexy. We have to go out, or it has
What
to
you
be
doing?
real
What you
late.
doing? Get it together.
I know, real late at night for Ed just to hear silence. And by that time, Royale is in rim number.
Listen, anything
If they had
after
numbers, he had the
9:30,
top.
10 o'clock, I'm about to
Royale
shut it
falls
down.
asleep like.
I don't play around with my sleep.
No.
anymore.
He came in last night around 8:30. He was like, "I'm about to go get me a slice of pizza, and I'm gonna come back,
Oh, I know what I want.
and I'm going to sleep." I was like, "Who said? How did you
I
know?"
said, do you want to
exact-
roll with me? I said, do you want to go?
Nope.
I was willing to accommodate if you wanted to eat something different, but I knew I wanted something simple. I went to Gelson's. I stopped and got me a San Pellegrino. I got me a piece of chocolate. I went to the pizza place. I sat down. I ordered my pizza. He said, would you like something to drink? I said, no, I already have something to drink. They heated my pizza up. I sat there by my goddamn self.
Sometimes you need that.
No, I listen. I
And
get
I
that
didn't
to
want
myself
pizza,
all the
so
time.
I didn't want to go and be talking about, "You can't believe you eating pizza." I'm like, let him go eat his pizza. He came back, took a shower, got in the bed. Royale was asleep by 9:30. He was like knocked out.
Because I knew we had to get up to take Royce to the airport.
We sure did.
So why am I play around?
But I didn't.
I gave you about 15 to 20 good minutes of me laying there, and I'm not going buggy for that thing. Yeah.
How you going? It's 9 o'clock.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
The
I'm
door
just like,
is wide open. Everybody
no,
is
the
like
door wasn't.
traffic.
But that's right. Exactly.
Royce coming in. Did you see this? I gotta pack this. It's like Grand Central Station. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying, though. So I just realized, oh, this is not a good time.
no,
Apparently, the last week and a half has not been a good time.
no, it really hasn't.
Okay, so cool. I'm good with that. And listen, it ain't a problem for me no more.
Here's the thing. I want it too. It's like, okay, we can't. Like, I don't know what to say. It's not like, I know you're not upset, but it's like, I come home, you're asleep, my hours are crazy. I just enjoy
Here's
it.
the thing about me. I don't mind just laying in the bed and being next to you, and that if that's what it is at this point, then that's just what it is.
Just for right now.
Yeah, but because in a year and a half, when Ross graduates from high school,
We have the whole.
that's what I'm saying. So just
house.
brace yourself, because it's gonna be a lot of Pilates.
I think I'm gonna be running.
You better brace yourself. And
Cut the corner like, where's he at? Where's he at? He's coming.
Exactly.
I can't even imagine. I can't wait, because when Ross go, ooh, I'm gonna be crying. Ooh, that's gonna be
I'm
terrible.
surprised you didn't get choked up when we dropped Royce.
You
off
know
early.
what? It was.
You handled that very
I
well.
did, because it's like he's a man. I gotta let my. And you know what my girlfriend told me yesterday? She said, because everybody knows how much I love Royce. She was like, "You love Royce like that because that's your love child." And I never thought about it like that, because I already had Joey when I met Royale. And Royale was the love of my life. And we talked about having kids, and we knew we were praying for a boy first, and it came and it solidified everything. And that was my boo. So he's my love child. And I can't get enough of that kid. And he know it. I love Royce. and he can do some wrong. I don't love him where I'm blind. Like, no, he wrong, he wrong. You fucked up, you fucked up. But when it comes to when we are in sync, like we went to dinner by ourselves on Friday night. He was in Palm Springs doing whatever. Ross was roller skating. So I got home early on a Friday. What? Never happens. I got home, skirted up here about 9:30. I said, let's go eat. And I took him to that's becoming one of my favorite places in Topanga over there. Oh my God. Love it. They had a DJ, the music was on, and Royce hadn't been there because he's been away. He was like, what is this? I was like, this is it. This is the new thing. They were playing rap, just regular like R&B and scratching. I was like, this is, and the food is amazing. So we sat there and I'm looking at him. I was like, this is a grown man.
Yep.
I can't be crying every time he leaves. You know, I gotta let him grow up. And this morning I hugged him. I said, it's getting easier. I said, I love you. I got to text and see if he's in his dorm now. So he went back to Howard. He's gone. But he's fun. He's my go-to guy. We like the same things. He loves to dress. We shop. We had a good vacation because I was out of work for like 2 weeks. Hollywood shuts down and he was home. So we went thrifting. We went to all our little consignment shops. We went out to eat. It was so much fun. We had a huge party. Everybody, all the other friends had parties. It was a lot going on for the holidays. It was a lot. It was every day.
Hold on. Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna see if we can take this little quick break. Y'all do me a favor. Hit the share button. Let me see if this. I need everybody hit the share button, and April and I'll stick around and get these numbers up. But y'all hit the share button. We're gonna come right back.
From BT.
Oh yeah.
How cool is
okay? So we're back. Yeah, I was excited. We got up this morning to drop Royce off to the airport together. And when we were driving back, I was just quietly thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? This is really dope. I said, we are the parents that I wish I had growing up.
Absolutely. Whew.
We are the parents that I wish I had growing up.
Love my parents.
Love mine too.
But and
that's not a knock on my parents.
No,
I'm just saying.
No.
I didn't have two parents that were in a car. We didn't live in the suburbs, you know, and going to college, and my parents taking time off to drop me off and flying to my school to hang out, and you know.
None of that. Latchkey. Growing up in Brooklyn, mom worked the midnight shift. I was always taking care of myself. Didn't have it. So I believe we came together and we're parenting the way we wanted to be parented when we were younger, if that makes sense.
We're going to come together again.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, so we
get it come together.
Wow.
Okay.
So I think that's why we're so hands-on, because I parent the way in my brain, in my, my make-believe mom, I am her. I became her. I'm not a Stepford wife, but I knew because I watched some of my white friends growing up, going over their house, mom and dad there. Okay, April, you have to go. We'll see you later. It's dinner time. What? Y'all eat dinner together? What kind of crap is this? What? Didn't even know it was possible. I'll never forget Beatrice Figueroa. I went to her house one day. We playing or whatever. When her father came home, it was like,
that's it. Black girl. Yeah, see you later.
I remember her mom, like it was yesterday. Her mom had sliced watermelon. It was on the table. She was at the kitchen cooking. Her brother went to wash her hand. And I was standing there like, wow. Okay.
That's how they get down.
This is how y'all get down?
Yeah.
Copy
that's the way
that.
It should be.
If for me to still remember the girl's name, I remember what her mother was serving. It affected me that much because I did not have it, and I yearned for it.
When you don't have it, you recognize it immediately.
Immediately, I was like, "This is some bullshit." And I lived, of course, growing up. My grandparents is just what it is in Jersey. After I left Brooklyn and I had to go to Jersey because Brooklyn was getting too tough, whatever, the drug epidemic. So they swooshed me out of there and moved me to Jersey for sixth grade. I just remember we had a beautiful house, but it was in the white section. It was what it is. The black section was across the railroad track. miles away. My house is in the white section, so all my friends growing up were white. I listened to Queen. I listened to anything white. That's what I didn't know any different because those were my girlfriends.
You're a product of your surroundings.
And all of them, like clockwork, except for Nicole, because she was raised by a single mom and her life was more like mine because it was just me and my grandmother. But everybody else, sit down, dinner ready, calling people to the table. I just felt like I was so hurt. I was like, I'm missing this. Like, how is this possible that this is I didn't know until I knew. Even in Brooklyn, we didn't get down like that. There was one family that was a mother and father and a bunch of kids, and her mom stayed at home and they cooked. So I knew that. But all my rest of my friends in Brooklyn, no, it was mom at work, dad at work, somebody at work. We were always hanging out, doing whatever we did. We knew we had to go and see you later, go to my house, unlock. I had a bunch of keys. I had 3 locks on the top lock on the front door. Then the second door was another key. And then I had like 1,000 keys to get into our brownstone. It was like, oh my God. But there was nobody there cooking me dinner. I used to eat with my neighbor upstairs, Miss Mitchie, and I used to go upstairs and eat with her. But she was 99 years old. Oh God, it was beautiful childhood. But that's why I am so in tune with my kids, because we gave them such a great foundation. Now, what they choose to do is up to them, but they can never say we weren't there. I did not work for years. This is my first time back in the workplace full time in 18 years. I didn't work.
Wow.
I was here every day. I did real estate. I was still here. I sold stuff at home. I was still home. But I just got back into the business, into my current career 5 years ago. And it wasn't steady. It was piecemealing, working here, getting a gig here. But now, for the last 3 years, I've been working.
Like you legit in the business now.
I am in the business. I'm in the union. I have not stopped working. Knock on wood. I finished one gig. I'm on another. So I raised them. I was PTA mom. I was cooking cookies. I was there for every game. They can't say nothing. I looked up in the stands and my parents weren't there. You're lying. Don't tell nobody that.
No, we was there.
We was there.
And we were there. So
not even right.
It's not even like she
Both
was there.
of us.
Both of us was there. And I would say that is not the very definition of success to me, but that is success. Like, I think we get so caught up in the glamour of what success looks like, right? And success is not a destination. Success is an approach to everything, right? It's how you approach. And so we just been fortunate to be on the same page, because we decided early on that there's like family success, and what family success looked like to us was being able to service our children with the best that we had at the time, right? Under whatever the circumstances were. And so, we fought to put them in the school that we believe they should be in. We fought to carve out the time that allowed us to be on the sidelines at their game, that allowed us to be up at the school having conversations with the administration and the teachers, so that we were clear about what resources they needed to have in place, so that they can continue to grow and become successful individuals at whatever they were giving their attention to. So whether it was schoolwork, whether it was sports, whether it was something, music class, whatever, it's like you have to be in tune with and paying attention to, well, what does my child need? What can I give to them to help them achieve whatever it is that they're trying to achieve, or whatever it is that they're trying to learn. Mm-hmm. And know that those things can change, and not get locked into, well, this is what I want for them. Mm-hmm. I see so many parents trying to live their dream through their child. I see so many single parent moms who get caught up in what their male child needs to look like, because they're trying to now live the experience that they wish they would have had with the father through this 3-year-old kid, and dressing him like a grown-ass man instead of letting him enjoy his childhood as a child. Mm-hmm. And so it's not new. It's a very complicated thing when you think about family, community, life, right? Why we do this, why we have families, why we get married. Like, you got to stop and ask yourself the question, like, well, what am I getting into? And why am I getting into this long-term relationship? And then beyond that, it's like, people just having sex and then they get pregnant, right? Get pregnant, and now there's a child on the way that was not planned for. So when you hear the words family planning, it literally means to plan for a family.
Right.
Like to actually sit down and have a conversation about, we're not just randomly having sex just for the sake of having sex, but we actually want to procreate because we believe who we are together, what we can make in terms of a child and bring into the universe will help add value to the universe and the world community, blah, 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 blah. So these are things that need to be considered and talked about. And most of the communication that we've had with you all is like, people can't even have the base level of communication to make their relationship work. And now you're adding a child and you have the additional responsibility of trying to make a family work. So you're further complicating a situation where you have bad or no communication by adding another human being to the equation who needs information, who needs you all to be on the same page for their future success. One thing I can say is that April and I, while we don't always agree, for the most part, we're generally on the same page. So what that looks like is that even if we don't agree on something, we can agree to disagree to try to figure out what makes the most sense for moving the ship forward. And we generally don't fight. We generally don't argue. You'll never see us getting out of phase, somebody raising their voice and yelling. We just don't do that. Like, we are sensible. We know how to, even if something doesn't work for one of us, we can use our words and say, hey, look, I don't like that.
Or no words. I just go quiet.
Or don't, if you choose to, hey, no words sometimes is cool too. If that's what you need to do.
Yeah. There's no screaming and whatever.
But no screaming and yelling. No, nobody puts their hands on anybody. It's like, I don't understand that at all.
Right.
If you get to a point where somebody,
they're frustrated.
If you could listen, if the universe has you in a place where you're so frustrated that those become options, then you need to step back and say, well, what's going on in my life and how do I need to start to remap my life, right? Why am I so overwhelmed with life that this is now how I respond to things and people?
Yeah.
But I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm in a really good place right now. And I think I'm in a really good place because I've hit my stride, and I think that we are kind of hitting our stride if we haven't already.
Right.
I think that there are some things that we need to address internally, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we now, especially now with you working, like you've now found something you're passionate about. I think it aligns with your purpose for fashion and flair and the things that are important to you. And when you have something of your own, the kids are now, Ross is a year and a half away from 18. And so now he'll move out of the house and we'll have that time back. You invest so much into your children that you start giving a piece of your life away. And so now, as the kids now mature and move out, go off to college and move out of the house, you have that time back for you to think. It's like, okay, here's what I want for myself.
I want to travel. Can't wait. We're going to be gone. These blogs, right? They're going to be from different countries because as soon as he leaves, we are hitting. Every time I have a month off, we're going to be somewhere else. It don't even have to be out of the country. It could be another state. I still have not seen a lot of.
Rhonda, what kind of work does April do? April's a set costumer for television and film.
Correct.
She dresses actors and actresses.
Right. The costume designer comes up with the look of Modern Family, This Is Us, whatever show you're watching. I just happen to be I just did Glow on Netflix, so now I'm on Snowfall on FX, which is amazing. She comes up, with the producers and the creator, and he tells the costume designer the look that he's going for the entire show. We get the breakdown of the scripts, and based on the scene, Bobby goes to the refrigerator. Let's put him in a robe. I got to make sure the robe is there. Dress him, put it in his trailer, put it on him, go shoot the scene. Now Bobby's going to the store. He can't go in the robe. Next scene, he needs a pair of jeans, he needs sneakers, he needs socks, he needs underwear, he needs a belt. I got to take all that stuff, steam it, get it ready, but it's something the designer has already mapped out. Everything by scene is in the trailer. Neat. We take it, we steam it, or the trailer person gets it ready, puts it in there. I make sure I look at the picture. She'll send me a picture. This is how I want it. Tuck his shirt, make sure his shoestrings are tied, blah, blah, blah. You got it. I go on set. I sit there. They do the scene about 1,000 times. No, I'm kidding. A lot. It's a lot to TV. And when they're done, or if something happens, April, his button, I'll call me on the walkie, April, his button popped. Can you come in? I have a kit. I go out there with my sewing kit. I'll sew the button real quick, get it together, then they go again. So I'm called a set costumer because I'm a costumer, but I'm on set with every actor as they do their thing for the day. So I'm there before they even get there, 5, 6 in the morning, getting their stuff together till they wrap. Then I have to take all those trailers, get all the clothes, put it back together, write it up. Everything goes to the laundry. If they wore it, it goes to the, we have 24-hour dry cleaning out here in Hollywood. So it's not a big deal. You call them 11 o'clock at night. When do you need it? 5 o'clock a.m. And they wash it, steam it, whatever the request is, and then get it back, and we do the next days. But it's long hours, like Monday through Friday. I work 60 to 70 hours a week doing that. So that's what I do in a nutshell, just so you can understand what a set costumer does. So anybody with clothing on them, any show, there is a designer, a set costumer. There's people that shop for the show. It's a big machine. That's why on the Golden Globes, I appreciated the whole saying, even though the actors are getting these awards, I have to thank the script supervisors and the makeup and the whatever, because we are the unsung heroes. We make it work.
The unsung heroes.
Yes. Without us, they can't do it.
Interesting.
They won't have no clothes. They won't have no hair.
Well, they can do it.
They would be naked.
No, they could do it.
I don't know.
Trust me.
No, it wouldn't make sense.
I mean, they have to do it on themselves.
Be like, that's not what I had on. Because and another thing, what's so important, when you see a TV show, it flows. It start to finish. When we shoot any order. It's whatever is best for the situation or the location. So I say that to say, when we get a new script, it's a new episode, we may shoot the end the first day. Then we'll go to part of the middle the next day. And guess what? Now we got to go back to the end on the third day just to clean that up and also put the beginning there. So we don't shoot start to finish. It's middle, beginning, part of that, back to this. So continuity is important, because just because we shot the end on Monday, we're not done. On Thursday, we got to go back to the end and do the second part of that. So you got to have great pictures, notes, whatever they wore on Monday, because he's going to be back in it on Thursday. And that's where you could look at some shows, oh, they're missing an earring because on Monday they had on earrings, and on Thursday when you went to put them back in there, they forgot to put the earrings on. So now you caught it, because I see shit, my eye is trained for it. I see little things, button here, train. I crack up, and I feel bad for the set costume. I know we don't mean to do it, but it just happens. It's moving so fast. One button here, then the next time, it's because it's a whole nother day, you got 2 buttons unbuttoned. You didn't have 2 buttons last? It's funny, but not. So your job is really, really important. Continuity is very, very important.
So I think it speaks to 2 things. I think it speaks to the fact that, one, the entertainment business is humongous. There are so many different people doing so many different things in the entertainment business that it will blow your mind. So you'll look at the entertainment, you'll see a movie and go, oh, that's the star of the movie, that's the director, that's the blah, blah, blah. But for every 5 people you're aware of, there's probably another 100 people behind the scenes that you don't know who they are or what they do. But there's literally drivers, there's craft services, there is stunt people, there are attorneys, there's agents, there's managers, there's teachers,
there's writers,
there's wranglers, there's writers, there's producers, there's people who scout the location. You have people who get a location scout person probably makes about $750 a day, $750 to $850 a day to go look at a location, take pictures, and decide, oh, this location would work for this scene, blah, 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 blah. That's $750 a day, $850.
That's just one person.
One person, some of them can make as much as $2,500 a day just to go scout and look at a location and decide whether it works or not for a television. Or you have people who train the animals, dog handlers, animal handlers.
You should see.
They make big money. There's so much more. There's so much money made in this industry with so many different opportunities and jobs that it'll blow your mind. The second thing that I'll say is that April really got into this business probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. A year and a half? Not even a year and a half ago.
I got in a union. I've been doing this for 5 years.
But I'm just saying, you've been meddling around with it, but not really
just
in
trying
the business,
to get in the union,
trying to find your way. Because you're not in the business unless you're in the union.
You know, I did some non-union gigs. I did 3 of them, 3 or 4, before I got into the union. So it's been a course of, and then I was a PA on Gina. So it's been like almost 5, 6 years.
But you weren't working. You saying it's been almost 5 years. That's
but I was still doing the same job. I just was not getting the pay for it.
No, but what I'm saying is, when I say working, right now, you're working consistently.
Right.
If you were doing this 3, 4 years ago, it's because somebody threw you a job, you took it.
Yes. Right.
You weren't in the business.
No, consistently 3 years.
You're trying to find your way into the business.
3 years consistent.
So what I'm saying is, even now, at 83 years old, she has managed to find her way into a new field of endeavor.
Correct. At my ripe age of 83. So it is never too late.
Lily Mae April Henderson Johnson has found a job.
You know, just don't be embarrassed about your age. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Because you just never know. Do whatever makes you happy. While
your purpose. What's your purpose? What are you passionate about?
I'm good at
it.
And
I wake up every day going, I want to do this.
Yeah, I'm good at it because I was already a modeling agent in New York. So I'm accustomed of taking care of people. And I love that. So I love taking care of my actors. I love making sure that they're good. You need anything. You how do you feel in this costume? Anything you want to do? Yeah, I don't want to wear the belt. Take the belt off. Or text the designer. He didn't want to wear the belt. Whatever he wants. You know, you want to help make them do less thinking about what they're wearing because it's constricting or they don't think it's right or whatever. Okay, we can accommodate it. Would you? I'd rather wear a tank top. No problem. Go get a tank top. You don't need to wear a t-shirt. Wear a tank top. So I love taking care of people. I'm a maternal person at heart. So it's right up my alley. You know, the hours are insane. That's the only thing I will say. You have to learn how to pace yourself. And the show I'm on now is going to be a lot of nights. So I don't even know how to sleep in the daytime. Meaning we won't go to work until 6 p.m. and come home at 8 a.m. the next day because we won't have to be back in till 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. the next night. So I'm dreading it. I know it's coming because last year they said a lot of it, 50% was night work. Because we're in alleys, there, drug deals. It's, if you watch
part of the storyline.
Yeah, it has to be night. So they're not going to start us every day at 5 a.m. and wait for it to be 5 o'clock at night when they can start us at 5 o'clock at night and get the whole, thing and not have to maybe carry on until the next day or whatever.
So let me say this, because again, that also speaks to something else that I want to address, which is in a relationship, you have to be willing to be accommodating to your significant other's life changes if you are trying to build something long term. Now, I'm very used to, April just explained earlier, that Royale likes things a certain kind of way. I work very hard in this business to build up a certain lifestyle that has afforded April the opportunity to stay home and for her to be available to me when I come home. If she makes dinner, if I want to go out to dinner, I can go, hey, let's go out to dinner, and April's there is not an issue. But now, with her working, 16-hour days, 14-hour days, whatever the schedule is, I have to now, y'all see me, I'm online cooking for the family and making her dinner, and the schedule doesn't work the way it used to work for me, and I have to just deal with that. So many women out there have inboxed me saying, well, I'm trying to do this business, I'm trying to pursue my purpose, but my husband won't let me, and he don't want this, and that's selfish. That's not how you build a happy marriage with two people who are coexisting together and being able to realize their purpose together. Right? It shouldn't. I say this before. April's my life partner. She's not my life employee. She doesn't work for me. We work on this marriage and this relationship together as 50-50 partners, bringing 100% of ourselves to the table to make it work.
You better.
But she's not. So many husbands go, "Oh no, this is my wife," and there's this thing where you're supposed to be one step behind me and one step. Nah, none of that that's all of that's bullshit. All right. This is my life partner, this is my wife. We work on things together. There's some things she wants out of life. There's some things I want out of life. And I have to be willing to hear her side of it with both ears, not with one ear. Right? And so, okay, what do you want to do? You want to do this thing? So now it requires this amount of, so now you're not going to be home when I want to come home. And I expect you to be there. And it don't work like that for now. For now. But again, these things kind of shift back and forth, and you find them, and you make the adjustments, and everybody's happy, or try to find the best version of happy you can, and while you're going through whatever that version of it is. But it all continues to change anyway.
Yeah.
And nobody should be robbed of an opportunity to pursue their purpose. Nobody should be robbed of an opportunity to pursue that thing that excites them and makes them more energetic about life and living.
Yeah, because it's too short.
Life is too short for you not to pursue your passion, not for you to pursue your purpose.
Right.
And you should find as quickly as you can what your thing is and invest your entire life into it, because that's where the center of happiness is.
I agree. Can y'all make sure you hit the share button?
Hit the share button. I'm about to log off. I got things to do. I got work. I don't take no days off.
No, we got to go eat. Okay, we'll be right back. Wait, we got to figure out where we're going to eat.
I can tell you what I'm going to eat.
Oh.
Well, hello. And we're back.
I was struggling trying to figure out where we're going to eat. I don't want to go. I want something different. I want some seafood, like some oysters. That's what. Oh, I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to get my little spread.
Okay. I'm going to let you get your spread. I got some work to do. I'm going to come later. I don't need to come now, so y'all go ahead. I don't need to come 2 times today.
Babe, just
yes.
come with us.
I was trying to come with you last night, but you didn't want to come with me, so.
Fresh. You're fresh.
You know what I'm just saying? Last
Mine
night.
is in the gutter.
Always in the gutter. Let me get some butter. It make it slip and slide.
Oh.
It gets it on the side.
Okay.
What?
You
I
just
can
go
take a ride. Hit that hot chair. Hit that hot chair.
Is that a song?
I just made it up.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so we can before we go, we can work on our rap skills so we can have a freestyle session.
I cannot
but,
rap. I'm gonna start
but
practicing.
This is what I realized. Instead of competing against each other, what we should be doing is uplifting each other. Okay. Right? And hyping each other.
Copy that.
Right? So now instead of me like rooting against you, what I could do is hype you up. And me hyping you should help you elevate.
Well, how about we write a rhyme?
No, we got to freestyle. This is what this is about.
I don't know how to freestyle. Like, it's never.
You know how? You just haven't practiced.
Babe, it's gonna sound crazy.
And that's a part of like. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so tonight I have a dance class with some girlfriends. I think I told you that. I'm gonna take some video clips.
This is gonna be a problem. I can see where this is going already.
I'm gonna take some video clips and I'm going to post them, and you better not laugh because it's gonna be pretty funny.
Freestyle one time before y'all go.
African dancing. I don't know. I gotta stretch. I'm nervous, but it's all in fun. That's what they said. Just come with an open mind. I'm a little nervous. I seen the girl on Instagram. She's Instagram famous.
One time for the gram.
Teaching us.
2 times for some hands.
I don't want to give it all away, but I am going to post it on the gram and here. Please follow me. I am April. What is it?
Yeah, you don't even know.
I am April Watkins because I just changed it. So I am very easy April Watkins all together. Follow me. I'm going to post it. I want to get your feedback. Do not judge me. I am not a dancer. And I swear my rhythm, you know, in my brain, I'm looking at the person because I was taking hip hop over the summer, and we did good, but it was a little slow. Like if they went boom, 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 I was boom, boom, boom. Like I just have to modify. Like just because you're doing 10 beats, I'm gonna do 7. You know what I mean? Like I can't do all of that.
Why can't you do the 10?
Because it's so fast. You know, by the time they're finished, my count is only 7 because I can't, you know, all of that. And I'm learning. That's why I'm not going to stop. I'm going to take this class. Everything. I really want you to, you know, I'll put up a couple of clips. I don't know. I think the young lady will probably put it up because that's her thing on Instagram. She teaches African dance. She's well known. She's got over 300,000 people following her. And we have a private with her tonight. So it is going to be insane. I cannot wait. So that's all I can tell you, April. I am April Watkins. Instagram. Share this. I will post a couple of pictures and videos. Tell me what you think. Do not laugh. You better not.
All right. So listen, typically, y'all know we try to answer questions while we're going. But I'm operating from a different device today. I don't know if you could tell. I'm actually on my iPad trying to elevate this whole production. So if I didn't answer your questions, y'all know I always go back through the feed and try to respond to everybody. But if you have a question for April and myself, you can always inbox us or DM us here on the After I Do platform, and I will do my best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours.
Thank you.
I will do my best because April's not going to get back to you.
Lena, I'm a bring it.
You ain't gonna.
I'm gonna bring it.
Damn. What are you doing?
Because I watched her video and she's like, I'm gonna just get out of my head. And I think if I get out of my head, yes, I will.
Let go.
Let go.
That's what I tell you all the time. Just let go.
Shut up.
Let go. Free yourself.
So dumb. So it'll be fine. We're gonna do it.
Yes, we are.
Just have a bath ready for when I get home because I'm going to be sore. I can feel it.
I'm not going to be
so
here.
glad I don't have to work tomorrow.
I'm going to be in a remote location. And if you want to find me, then you will.
I know where you're going to be. Cut it out.
You don't know where I'm going to be.
So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the share button. They can watch.
Tell your friends about us. It's April Royale, the world famous. Did I accidentally?
Yes. And you're so loud. I'm saying it. Tell your friends about.
Oh, look. Really? Here you go. You want me to whisper it?
No, but not in my ear.
There you go. Okay, okay. They know we booed up. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not going nowhere. You got it.
Wow.
I know. All that man, right? You get all that man.
Whatever.
Yeah, you see what it is.
Yeah, you know what? I'm impressed. You need to get that stomach together, though.
You just got to say, let me work on the parts I'm working on. That's the last muscle. That's the last.
So you're going to build all of this.
All of this going to be right. And then I got to attack. Then I got to attack.
Really attack the stomach.
I had to have a surgery.
Lord. And that's what I hate to see people working all of this out.
Squeezing me going.
This right here. Just a hot mess.
All of these new muscles.
No, they nice. They nice. They hard. They
damn
great.
Right is hard.
I love
Stay hard.
But that tummy.
Your tummy. Okay, if you want to talk about tummies.
I got a tummy, but it is going down.
Yeah.
It is going down.
It better go down.
I see it going down.
Okay, well, I'm going to pray for it.
Progress.
Okay, relax. I know. You get all that man been built up for all.
I've been with him for 24 years. He was this
my God.
skinny
I
when
was
I met
a little.
him. He was little. He done grown into his man body.
I got my man
I done watched
body,
him grow from a boy to a man. Give it up.
Hello?
Give it up.
Hello? One time. Got all that. Be a big
from
man.
A boy to a man. I look at the pictures of us. We all skinny like, geez. Now we got a parent weight up.
Yeah, you got your big girl weight. I mean, I'm saying though, you've grown into your weight too. I have not the only one that has grown into my weight.
I have grown into my.
You built like a young aunt. Like, you get undressed at night, be like, who aunt is about to get in this bed?
That is not nice.
I'm just saying. I call
so
it
I look like
I
an
see
auntie?
it. You built like somebody aunt that come up to school because their mother couldn't make it. I'm not gonna put nothing on it. I'm just saying, let's just start with aunt.
We both have grown into our bodies. It's funny to watch because If you go back, sometimes we'll post like throwbacks. We are thin. I am a size 2. Royale is like neck all long and skinny.
Yeah,
Look at you. You're manly now.
Big man.
Big man.
All right. We got to go, man. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Tell your friends about April and Royale after I do. Maybe we'll come on tomorrow.
I'm off. We will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, but I'm going to rest.
Okay.